Morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter of Civics, Chapter 3, Democracy in Action. As we are well familiar with the word democracy, here democracy represents of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now we should know what is the meaning. It is said that a system of a rule based upon government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So what is of the people? It is elected politicians pass laws that the people obey. Here by the people here means everyone regardless of race, gender, caste should be allowed to stand for election. And for the people, here elected politicians should govern on behalf of the people whom they have representative. So we are well familiar that there are two types of democracy, that is, one is direct democracy and the second one it is indirect democracy, which we also give a name as representative democracy. We can give a good example of direct democracy in India, that is, we have Gram Sabha is a good example of direct democracy at the village level, where the villagers come together and take decisions for themselves. But for the whole country, it is not possible to have a direct democracy. So we prefer as a representative democracy or indirect democracy. Here, in the indirect democracy, forms of democracy where political power remains with the people but it is exercised indirectly through representative elected by them. That means we elect the people. That means whoever is being elected representative, they will be governing the government and governing the country, and we will be voting for them. So in this picture you can see here direct democracy, which makes laws and rules. That means the people are directly involved in voting, and here that means one elected person will be standing and the people will be casting vote, and that person representative will be making laws for the country, for the governing of the country. And you can say these representatives makes up the legislature, that is laws, rules for the people, for the national benefit. And there is also, it is a form of federal form of government in which the central and the state will follow the rules. State will have to follow the rules of the central, as well state will have its own rule. So in our country we have different forms of government. That means we have representative democracy where we elect through elected members, we vote the elected representatives. That means on behalf of the people, the elected person will rule the country. And election and representative are the two key elements, or you can say tools, in indirect democracy. That means election and representative, that means the person who has been elected, and the elections, that is the voting, that is the two key elements for indirect democracy, or you can say representative democracy. As we are well familiar with the democracy, that we have the power to the people, that means we have the power to vote our own representative. So moving to that, we have the power because of our well known theme, that is universal adult franchise. And in a democratic government, it can be said that it becomes meaningless if we cannot participate in the election. So in the modern society, every person, every man and a woman are able to cast their vote. That means they have the right to vote, and they can be said as the another word which we call it as a franchise here means right to vote. That means universally, that means at the age of 18 and above, every man and woman has the right to cast their vote. So in our country, India, we have universal adult franchise. That means at the age of 18 and above, we have the right to vote for the election. And there are some areas where the people are unable to vote, that is the people, or you can say, who are unstable, the children who are below the age of 18, and the people who are bankrupt, and the people who are declared criminals, and the people who are mentally disordered. That person will not be able to vote. Their votes are being removed, their names are being removed from the name list. So these people are unable to vote for the election. The criminals cannot vote for the election. As we are well familiar that universal adult franchise means that the right to vote universally given to all adult citizens irrespective of religion, caste, sex, property, educational qualification. But in the previous times, it was seen that men were only given the right to vote, which was called as manhood suffrage, means that right to vote only to men. But in some of the countries, it was seen that even the women and the poor people were not allowed to cast their vote. There were discrimination on the basis of color, creed, sex. That means if there is a woman, they cannot cast their vote in some of the countries, and if the person is black, if the caste is too low, they were also not allowed to cast their vote. But later on, this discrimination has been removed as because of the democratic country. So most of the countries have removed discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, race, color, and they have universally adapted the adult franchise, which became a base, or you can say a main feature of election. And in India, that all citizens who have attained the age of 18 have the right to vote, and there is no discrimination made between a man or a woman, and or you can say rich or a poor, educated, uneducated, and there is no discrimination made on the basis of caste, community, religion, and the place of the birth, and many other regions. And you can say the important principle of adult franchise is the rule of one person, one vote. From this picture, it is shown that one man, one vote. That means every person has one vote. That means one person will indicate one vote. And in a democracy, it is said that every person or woman, rich or poor, is equal before the law. That means they have the right to vote. Moving to the election system in India. Elections should be held in a free atmospheric and in a fair manner. So in a democratic country, elections are conducted by independent agencies, or you can say body, so that people can participate freely and fearlessly. And in our country, in India, the independent body entrusted with the responsibility of election with a free mind and without any fear is Election Commission of India. This is a body which conducts the elections of our country, and elections are conducted in different ways. That means in India, elections are conducted for members of the parliament in Lok Sabha, members of state legislative, that is an assembly, members of parliament in Rajya Sabha, and members in local panchayat or city corporation council, that you can say gram panchayat, jila parishad, panchayat samitis. So these commissions look after these types of election when the people are being elected for these houses. At that time, election commission is active. They look after these areas. But in some of the areas, people are deprived of not voting, and you can say in our own society also, some sections of people are not allowed to vote. They have no right to vote, and they are left alone. They are not mixed with the culture. They have been disregarded from the society. There are many people or in the society they are living, they are being disregarded. And you can say there are certain individuals or groups which are being forced to cast their vote in a particular party. They are being threatened by the people, and it happens in our country. It is true. It is not said that it is no a democratic country, we have the freedom to vote. Yes, we have the freedom, but in some extent, some of the areas where the people are very poor, they are being threatened, they are being beaten up to cast their vote in a particular party. And it is also seen that some of the political parties, they spread rumors about the other parties, and they try to convince the people to cast their vote in their own party. And there are many reasons. That means sometimes the elections are not being done in a proper way. They manipulate the people, they manipulate the area, and they try to convince to vote to that particular party. So many areas or your many society, you can say these things happens, and it really happens in our own country, in our democratic country. There is always a suppressions are being pressed in onto the people to cast their vote in the party. So there is situations like that, it happens. So you cannot say that there is always a fair election. There is always been sometimes corruptions happens, and the people are being suppressed, or you can say forced to cast their vote. They are disregarded from the society. Their voters are being manipulated. That means their voters are being given by the other people. So it happens in our own country also. It's not like that it is not happening. The main feature of election is we have the secret ballot. That means here the people have the right to choose the representative which they have been selected, and they can free to select anyone or cast any vote to that. Here secret here means, that means we have the secrecy or what to say, we have the power to conspire, or you can say to have a secretly voting to a particular person. That means it shows a guarantee to have the freedom and privacy to vote to any person. And you can understand the term ballot referred to a small ball used to by a voter in an election, and a white ball for support and a black ball to oppose. So each voter had to put one ballot in the ballot box, which it used to be in the previous time, but now it has been like a electronic machine. That is, we have EVM, that is electronic voting machine, where the symbols are being put on, and we have to press the person which we like. That means which party we want to cast the vote, we can put that vote. We can see the picture that this type of picture is seen, and it is actually like that. The symbols are being put on, the names are being also there, and the in that ballot we have to press, and when we press it, a sequence will come that we have cast a vote in the that particular party. So it is there. So people exercise this freedom of choosing the election or elect their representative without any interference is called as the secret ballot. And any person can vote to anyone. It is not like that it cannot be voted. And we can say that the secret ballot was first introduced in Australia in 1856, and different methods were used to do that process, but later on it stood it as a different manner, as a secret ballot, as through the electronic machines. So in today's class we have dealt about what is democracy, what are universal adult franchise, elections, secret ballot, and in the next class we'll be seeing that how the elections is being done, that is what is the procedure of elections, and what type of party wins when they have a simple majority or absolute majority in the system. Thank you.